Medal of Honor, hard difficulty walkthrough for ArmageddonGaming.com. So this mission is essentially an on rails, but it's actually it's pretty interesting, pretty fun mission. Kind of reminds me of Ace Combat. So at the beginning here, you're going to be flying. This entire mission revolves around these two helicopters, the one you're in and the one that one of your buddies is in, I guess. And so right at the beginning here, they're going to teach you about like the controls. You can zoom in and stuff, just like the aim down sight with the left trigger. You can fire your machine gun with the right trigger, and you can fire a missile with the right bumper. So yeah, they'll tell you to start shooting those off. Make sure you know how to do it. It's pretty important. And later on, we're gonna get like a guided missile later. It's just gonna be on the left bumper, but that's not for a little while. And we'll get there when we get there. Now it's basically just practice. And nothing happens for a little while. You're gonna get some guys who are gonna talk and say stuff. Now we're gonna go into the suite view. We're gonna follow these guys a bit. And yeah, kind of cutscene-y, but not too bad. I mentioned about how these guys are mean-looking dudes. This guy's got a gun because everybody with an AK-47 is a terrorist, clearly. And, yeah, basically a lot of sitting and waiting. Eventually they are going to set up a mortar like they're doing right now. Since we're Americans, we're going to hit them with a guided missile from really far away. So we're going to make that happen. They're going to give you a different box basically to aim on here in a second. And that's when we get to use our guided missiles. So just hold LB. And you're supposed to let go of it. It took me a while to figure that out, that you're supposed to let go of it. As soon as it's locked and that bar is done filling up, let go of LB, it'll launch, and they won't know what hit them. So you get to it 2 more times, you have to hit all 3 points. It'll be labeled on your HUD pretty easily. Pretty cool, pretty fun, a little bit different than the way the rest of the game's been going. Finally get to do something interesting. Yeah, just clean up the last one. And then we will move on. Fortunately now we get to do a little bit more flying. Maybe should have cut this out, but I didn't. I shoot that guy for fun. You can see the delay on all the bullets and everything. But you don't need to shoot him at all. They're going to talk about these trucks being bad guys as well, but you won't have a shot on them. So you're going to follow them back to their base. That's what we're going to do right now. So until then, a little bit more flying. It's not too far away though. And it's where this mission starts getting a little bit more tricky. Up until this point, you haven't been able to fail, obviously, because basically nothing's been shooting at you. When you get to this village, you can be hit with rockets, and they will hit you if you don't hit them fast enough. So you have to make sure there's certain key points that you really need to unload and make sure you hit a few guys. But in general, you're bound to take a hit, maybe 2. You can take maybe like 3 or 4, but you're bound to take at least 1, and it's okay. Just make sure you don't get hit too much. So we'll get here. There'll be some guys on the bridge. Take them out. And don't forget to use your rockets. Rockets are actually not sure how quickly you can shoot them. You can shoot them pretty quick, but I don't know how many times consecutively. Your machine gun's going to overheat pretty quickly, so be careful. Make sure it's short controlled bursts. And I think it has exploding ammo. Explodes on contact and gets some splash damage, I think. At least it looks like it whenever you hit something. So we're going to come down the middle of this village. Make sure to shoot all vehicles. People running around, a little bit tricky to see at times, but definitely if you see them shooting an RPG or about to shoot an RPG, those guys are your top priority because they will shoot you down. And yeah. Your friend helicopter is going to start taking some hits as well. But those are all scripted, so there's nothing you can do about that. And so you don't need to worry about them, just worry about you, pretty much. Make sure you just take everything out as fast as you can. Use your rockets. Make it happen. Pretty fun mission. I don't know if I said this a little while ago, but it kind of reminds me of Ace Combat. I'm not sure why, even though we're not really in jets or anything, but just the way it feels. So we're gonna go back over in this dry creek. Guys popping out. I found for me that it may take you a few tries. It took me, this is my second try doing it. And the first try I sort of treated it like a I just want to see where people are mission or play through, I guess. Where I was just basically looking for guys, because it's kind of unfair your first time through because you don't know where guys are going to be, but if you've played it a few times you're gonna know the doors they pop out of, and you'll definitely end up doing it better the second time or the third time without any problems. And yeah, that's mainly it. There's not much randomness happens as long as you're shooting all the main guys with rockets. There's certain few guys who are always in the same spot every time. Some guys kind of run across differently, but in terms of the rockets, you see me getting hit there pretty bad. It's okay. Yeah, this rocket guy's #1 priority, and then this building's gonna pop up and just unload on this building, and it'll explode, and you'll get an objective completed, and we get to move on to bigger and better things. I do believe. So the first time I played right here, I just started getting annihilated with rockets. I'm not really sure why. Didn't even see anybody, but didn't happen this time. I guess because I was more thorough. As long as you're very effective in making sure you kill all the rocket guys, you shouldn't have any problems. And more dialogue I probably should cut out. Your fellow helicopter is burning on fire, but you're like, we're American, so we can keep going. Yeah, it's alright. You keep thinking she's gonna get shot down, actually, but I'm gonna spoil it. She doesn't ever get shot down, at least not that I've seen. I don't know if there's multiple endings or ways you can do it. I doubt it, but it's probably all scripted. Anyway, you're gonna go back into your kind of zoom view again, and can't remember what happens now, actually. I think you just watch these guys. I don't think you have to do anything. Yeah, we just look at them for a little while. Now the game actually starts getting some really serious frame rate drops here. It gets pretty nasty. It's not the recording at all, or my computer. It's happened in the game, which I may be able to see here soon. Starts getting kind of hairy here. It's pretty fun, actually. I find this probably the most fun I've had in this game. There'll be about, I think, 3 or 4 trucks right there. Just try to hit most of them, most of the guys, and you should be fine. Now you're really going to need to be on your feet. These things are going to pop up. She's going to mark them, and I believe you are timed to get them before you get past. So make sure you keep the reticule right in the middle. Hold LB and let go of it once it's locked. You really need to be active with the camera too. Like sometimes they'll skim right out of your field of view, which is why I kind of like that box at the bottom that tells you like just your entire like where you are in perspective to where you can possibly look. Kind of like that. I've never seen that in any type of flight game before. So this game finally did something right, thankfully, and this mission's pretty fun. So. And, there are a few parts here. You're going to start getting guys in the mountains. They're going to be pretty tricky to hit. Sometimes she'll mark points for you to hit with the rocket, the guided rocket. Other times you'll be on your own. You just have to use your minigun and your unguided rockets. Apparently their base is filled with fireworks. Just like most action games, if you see a vehicle shoot it, it's going to explode. A huge explosion because all vehicles are just made out of pure gasoline and explosive. You'll do some kind of slow strafing right here. Just keep on loading, firing rockets every now and then. They're a little tricky to see because it's kind of black and dirty down there and smoky and shit, so they'll hide. Every once in a while she'll put in one of these rocket guiding boxes. Would put in. Be fun, makes it pretty easy. Same gist, just gonna keep strafing over this area. There'll be a few rocket guys. You can still get hit and die, so you don't want to let that happen. Again, just be very thorough in your extermination of these guys. Pass over this a few times. Get another rocket. Let go. Look at this frame rate drop, it's terrible. It's only for a second. There's a longer one later, actually. Yeah. I do not have this installed. Could be part of the problem. But no big deal. Still playable. A few guys are just going to keep like respawning. I get a nasty frame rate drop right here. Yeah, just a few more, I think they call them squirters or something like that. Guys will just run out of the cave and there'll be only a few left. And eventually everybody will be gone. And I believe that is it, I think. I'm trying to remember, there may be another mountain you have to annihilate. Overall, it's a pretty easy mission, very fun mission. The major difference is that this one's fun. I do get hit there, I think. I'm not sure if that was scripted or not, or if I actually just got hit. It looks like we're doing one more mountain. Same general idea, so this one's a little bit more dire. There are going to be a few guys that are pretty hard to hit, like this guy on top of the mountain. So put a rocket right there. And there's a little truck, kind of right on the crown of this hill, who's going to be hiding over a bunch of guys inside of it. So make sure to take him out. Shouldn't be too difficult if you just keep firing your rockets at it. It'll be pretty effective. Make sure not to overheat your gun. And yeah, you should be just fine. I think I had to pause the game there real quick. It looks like I'd hit a third time there, so maybe you can take a few hits, but you should be fine. I think it starts to smoke and like your control panel starts to like flicker like there's fireworks going off on it. Same deal, she's going to mark important targets. You're going to destroy them. And that'll be it for the mission. You'll get your achievement here soon, in a few seconds. So yeah, thanks for watching.
Mission accomplished. Gunfighter 1-1 is pretty beat up. Gunfighter 6, roger.